Welcome back to the Learning Studio. This is the Biological Sciences series, and today we're starting our deep dive into ecology with one of its most fundamental topics, ecosystem structure and energy flow. If you missed our last episode on speciation and phylogenetics, you can catch it in the playlist linked below in the description. Here's something to think about. How does sunlight captured by a tiny leaf in the Amazon rainforest eventually power a jaguar? And why does a lion need to eat an entire zebra to get energy that originally came from grass? The answer lies in the structure of ecosystems and the way energy flows through life's web. What is an ecosystem? An ecosystem is a community of living organisms, plants, animals, and microbes, interacting with each other and with their physical environment. Ecosystems can be as large as a rainforest or as small as a drop of water in a pond. What matters most is the relationships between organisms and the flow of energy and nutrients that sustain life. Ecosystem structure. Ecosystems are structured into biotic components, the living organisms like producers, consumers, and decomposers. Abiotic components, non-living factors like sunlight, soil, water, and temperature. Within this structure, organisms are grouped into trophic levels. Producers, plants, algae, and some bacteria that capture energy from the sun through photosynthesis. Primary consumers, herbivores that eat producers. Secondary consumers, carnivores that eat herbivores. Tertiary consumers, top predators like lions or sharks. Decomposers, fungi, bacteria, and detritivores that recycle nutrients back into the system. Energy flow in ecosystem. Energy in ecosystems always flows in one direction, from the sun, producers, consumers, decomposers. This flow is illustrated by food chains, simple linear pathways of energy. Food webs, interconnected chains showing the complexity of real ecosystems. Ecological pyramids showing energy, biomass, or numbers at each trophic level. Here's the key rule. Only about 10% of energy is transferred from one trophic level to the next. The rest is lost as heat. That's why there are fewer lions than zebra and fewer zebras than blades of grass. Case studies and examples. Amazon rainforest, sunlight fuels towering trees, which support herbivores like tapirs, which in turn sustain jaguars. Coral reef, algae capture sunlight, corals build reefs, and fish of every size feed into the food web. Arctic tundra, limited energy flow from lichens to caribou to wolves, explains why top predators are so rare in extreme environments. Why it matters in ecology. Understanding energy flow is essential for predicting how ecosystems respond to climate change, managing agriculture and fisheries sustainably, conserving endangered species by protecting entire food webs. Without energy flow, ecosystems collapse. In the past, early ecologists like Eugene Odum helped us see ecosystems as energy systems. In the present, energy flow studies help us model global climate and carbon cycles. In the future, renewable energy and sustainable living may depend on us applying ecosystem principles to human society. Why watch this playlist? This playlist covers the 30 most important topics in biological sciences with stories, examples, and applications. Whether you're preparing for exams, teaching a class, or just curious about how life works, this series gives you the big picture. So that's our introduction to ecosystem structure and energy flow, the foundation that explains how sunlight is transformed into life itself. In our next lecture, we'll build on this with biodiversity and conservation biology, why life's variety matters, and how we can protect it for future generations. Welcome again to the Learning Studio. Don't forget to check the playlist link below and subscribe so you won't miss the journey ahead, because once you understand energy flow, you begin to see how every living thing is connected.